Okay, so have you ever gotten like a medical bill and you're
Oh,
like, wait a minute, I thought this was covered.
ugh, it's the worst.
Like, what is going on
It
here?
makes you not even want to go to the doctor in the first place.
Right. I mean, seriously.
Totally.
So today we're diving into this whole world of AI and insurance.
Ooh, this is a good one.
It is because we're hearing all this buzz about how AI can actually predict if your insurance claim is going to get denied
Before you even get the treatment.
before you even set foot in the doctor's office.
Wild, right?
It is. And apparently like a pretty big chunk of claims get denied in the first place.
Oh, yeah, something like 15%.
Yeah. So that's a lot of people dealing with these surprise bills.
Absolutely, a ton of unnecessary stress.
So the big question is, can AI actually help us avoid all of this?
Well, it's complicated, but there's definitely potential.
Okay, so set the stage for us a little bit.
Hmm.
Why is medical billing so messy in the first place?
Well, think about it. It's this huge system with like a zillion moving parts,
Yeah.
right? You've got all these codes and procedures and constantly changing
I
policies.
mean, plus every insurance company seems to have its own rules.
Exactly. It's a recipe for confusion.
And denials.
And denials, exactly. And you know what's crazy?
What?
Most people don't even appeal when their claim is denied.
Really? Why not?
I think a lot of people just assume it's a lost cause or that the process is too much of a hassle.
I can see that.
But get this, over 80% of appeals are actually successful.
So people are just leaving money on the table.
Potentially a lot of it. And that's where AI could come in and really shake things up.
Okay, so tell me more about that. How could AI actually help in this situation?
Well, there are companies out there like Anomaly Insights that are using AI to analyze all of this data.
All that messy data we were talking about.
Yep, all the codes, the procedures, the policies, everything. And they're using it to find patterns and predict which claims are likely to be denied.
So basically flagging potential problems before they even happen.
Exactly. And what's really cool is that they're focused on giving this information to patients.
I was going to say, who benefits from all this AI analysis?
Well, in this case, Anomaly Insights wants to empower patients.
I like that.
Me too. It gives people more control over their health care.
Okay, I saw a quote from their CEO where they said something like,
Oh, yeah. I know exactly what you're talking about.
our goal is to make sure that your doctor's office has all of the information that they need so they can do everything right in advance. So you go and you get your care, your insurance company pays for your care, or you're given a transparent bill.
Transparency, that's the key word right
I
there.
was going to say, that sounds pretty ideal.
Yeah.
No surprises, no fighting with the insurance company, just clear upfront information.
Wouldn't that be nice?
It would, but let's be realistic for a second.
Okay, go for it.
What about the insurance companies themselves?
Ah, yes, the other side of the coin.
Are they going to be happy with AI predicting denials, or is this going to lead to them, like, tightening the reins even more?
Well, that's the million-dollar question, isn't it?
Yeah, it is, because on the one hand, you could argue that AI could help insurers streamline things, make the process more efficient,
Sure, potentially reduce costs even.
which could theoretically lead to lower premiums for everyone.
Yeah, that's the optimistic view.
But then there's the flip side.
Oh, yeah, the potential for AI to be used against patients.
Right, because if AI can predict denials, then insurers could theoretically use that information to deny even more claims.
Exactly, and that's a big concern. There have already been lawsuits against some insurers alleging that they're using AI to unfairly deny claims.
So it sounds like a real ethical dilemma here.
Absolutely, and the American Medical Association has actually called for more oversight of how AI is used in healthcare.
Makes sense, because you don't want these algorithms making life or death decisions without any human intervention.
Exactly. There needs to be a balance. The
Yeah.
AMA even said something like, these artificial intelligence tools are great when they work for good purpose, for the better good, and that's to help patients lower their costs and be protected from erroneous overcharge billing.
Okay, so let's say the worst happens and your claim does get denied. What should people do?
Well, first of all, don't panic.
Easier said than done when you're staring at a huge bill.
I know, but seriously, a lot of times denials are due to simple errors.
Like what kind of errors?
Oh, a missing code, a typo, something like that.
So it's worth taking a second look at the denial and making sure everything is accurate.
Absolutely. And if it seems like there's been a legitimate mistake, then definitely appeal the decision.
And how do you do that?
Each insurance policy has its own appeals process, so check your paperwork or their website.
So know your policy.
Exactly. And when you write your appeal, be clear, polite, and make sure you have all your documentation in order.
So basically, be your own best advocate.
Exactly, because let's be real, the system is complicated and it's not always going to work in your favor.
That's a good point. But I feel like this whole conversation about AI and insurance is actually part of a much bigger trend.
Oh, absolutely. AI is rapidly changing the entire landscape of healthcare.
And I have to say, some of the potential benefits are pretty exciting.
Oh, for sure. I mean, imagine a world where AI can help doctors diagnose diseases earlier.
Or even personalized treatments based on your individual genetic makeup.
Right. And AI could also help streamline administrative tasks, freeing up doctors to spend more time with patients.
So potentially a win-win for everyone.
In theory, but we have to be cautious and make sure AI is used ethically and responsibly.